physically a woman but genetically a man. But because of illiteracy, men try to do better. Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Yay! Thank you that is viewing this right now, because I know you're going to subscribe, and thank you for returning subscribers. Like, I'm so grateful. Thank you so much. You're making me better. Share my video. Don't forget to like, drop a comment below. I like the interaction, I like the engagement in my last video, and I'm very grateful. Thank you so much. And if you're seeing my face for the first time, please click the subscribe button right now. Okay, before we dive into the video, I have my unsweetened yogurt. I don't want today to be very boring, but this is bitter. It's not nice. Unsweetened is like sulfur, but I put tiger nuts inside anyway. I don't know how, but it's don't ask me the health benefits. I cannot answer. What I have today is based on popular demand, because I posted it on my status, my WhatsApp status. Okay, lest I forget, if you're not following me on Instagram, then you're not doing so well. Please follow me on Instagram, Chinipri. I'm going to write my Instagram name there, and I'm going to drop the link in the description box. So just press the link and take you to my Instagram. Please follow me on Instagram to get other, because I cannot always post on YouTube always. I post once a week on YouTube. So for Instagram I post more often. Do I really? But I think I post more often. So my friend posted on her status reminding me, Ruti, shout out to Ruti Tutu. So she posted on her status reminding me how we went to Bayelsa. God, this is embarrassing. How I went to Bayelsa 2 years ago was during lockdown period, if you can remember. This is June, right? So lockdown started in March last 2020. March, that's when lockdown started, ending of March. So there was April, May, then June. So around 16th of June we went to Asoma. That reminded me, I'd forgotten that it was that day, and it made me reminisce. So I had to drop it on my status, and many people told me to talk about it. And what am I talking about? My first heartbreak. What a life! It's a very dicey topic, so I want you to stick with me and let's do it to the end. Don't stop halfway, because you're not going to get the full gist. Watch till the end. But before I dive into it, I don't want you to forget that I'm a nurse. I want to always show my relevance that I'm a nurse. So I will always chip in tips in medicine or tips in nursing, tips about your health, just in case you're not a medic, but you're here, right? So because you're here, you have to benefit one way or the other. That's why I want to tell you this story. It's not going to take more than 5 minutes, I hope. I'm a nurse, you already know, right? So I work in a private hospital, but last week I went to one government facility. I don't think it's necessary for me to call the name, but it's in Port Harcourt here. It's a primary health center in Port Harcourt where I used to work, where I worked throughout COVID period. I went to the hospital, okay, so that was antenatal day. I went to the hospital and I was assisting one of my friend like that. She's a staff nurse there. So I was helping her. I'm preparing for my midwifery exam. In case I've not told you, I'm preparing for my midwifery exam. So once I go to the health center where I assist in taking deliveries and antenatal care, right? So I had to assist that day, and she was in labor. I think she was 4 cm already, 4 cm dilated. The cervix was already dilated. Give me that pillow. Just no energy I would drop. I filmed twice, and the 2 times I filmed, none of them got recorded.
This is not what a man do. It can be possible.
And it's so painful. There's no pain that is more than this. If only I've not done my makeup, I've not worn clothes. Since I came back from hospital, I've literally been doing one thing, arranging, had to have my bath, dress, do makeup, start setting up and the rest. I would have just said I'm not doing this thing again. But see, if you don't subscribe, I'll swear for you in my mind. Please subscribe, please, I beg you. It's so painful. Like, do you know what it means? I filmed twice and I don't know what happened. Thomas I wasn't recording. I have to say what I've said 2 times, the 3rd time now. So back to the God, this is painful. So I had to assist my colleague in taking that delivery, and the woman was crying. God, I'm saying what I said a whole lot of times. The woman was crying, and I found out why she was crying was that because her husband, nobody was there with her. She just came for delivery, and of course, patient relatives should be around in case of any emergency. At least patient relatives should be around, but she wasn't around, or he wasn't around. Her husband wasn't around. Her partner wasn't around. I don't know that it's her husband, but her partner wasn't around, and whether it was their neighbor. It was so painful. I was like, "What's up, madam? Where is your husband?" She now said her husband did not come because when he found out the gender she was giving birth to, since she's been in labor at home, he did not come out. He never flew out to the hospital. He started giving her attitude from the house. She was coping with pain. She was coping with she was coping with depression itself, like everything. It was so much. And she finally gave birth to the baby, and of course after giving birth it's a victory now. There was no complication, nothing, and you gave birth to a baby. You should be happy, but then she started crying. Then it was very serious, and I had to leave the labor room, and it got me very pained. Like, I wish the husband was around. I would have spoken to him in another way that I don't think would have been the person, because let me tell you something. I feel it's ignorance and it's illiteracy that make men do this, and I hear it a whole lot of time, and it's very irritating when I see men do this type of things to their wives. So before you can form a baby, before a baby can be formed, there are 23 pairs of chromosomes. Okay, so the chromosomes are paired. They have 22 are autosomal chromosomes, which has to do with inheritance. Then the 23rd chromosome, it has to do with the sex chromosomes. Okay, so the woman will remember they are bringing 23 to form 46. So I said 23 pairs of chromosomes, so there's 23 to form 46. As the man is bringing 23, the husband is bringing 23, which will form a complete child. So they are children with lesser chromosomes, yes, but they are not complete children. Okay, so that's why they have physically challenged, any kind of deformity, because the chromosome that was responsible for this particular whatever organ, tissue, system wasn't present while fertilization was taking place. Do you understand? So now the 23rd chromosome has to do with sex-linked chromosome. So as a woman, let me use myself as an example. Now as a woman, I'm going to release 2 X chromosomes, X chromosomes, because that's all I have, X chromosomes. So I'll bring out X chromosomes. So based on, of course, if I give out everything, I don't have any more remaining. Do you understand? So I have to give out 1. So the woman releases X, because that's all she has, X chromosome. So she releases X chromosome to the baby. Then the man has X and Y chromosome. In every man, there's X and Y chromosome. As long as you're a male, this will link me to what I'm supposed to. I know I'm on you people that topic. I'm going to write it up here, but I'm definitely going to talk about that maybe in my next video. How physically a woman but genetically a man.
Oh, wow.
I know it may sound weird, but definitely I'm going to bring it to you one of these days. So yes, it's possible. For you to be a man, you should have X and Y chromosomes. So if you're giving birth to a child, you either release X or Y chromosomes. So the man has actually been releasing X chromosomes 4 times, because she has 4 children, 4 girls, and she was very angry that how will she give birth to a girl child, this one again and again. The man actually me, so he's the one responsible. If there should be anybody that should be blamed, it shouldn't be the woman, it should be the man, because he's the one that determines the sex of his child. But because of illiteracy, because the man doesn't know so much, so please, my esteemed subscribers, please, my viewers, I beg you, don't do like this man. Support your wife, this is your reality. My father-in-law taught us that before you even give birth to a child, before you want to even give birth to a child, you should start praying for the character, for the child you want to give birth to. You can call the gender, tell God the gender you want, tell God the type of gender, the kind of child you want to give birth to. So if I'm not trying to say you are it was the man that actually was bringing out XXX, no, but he was the one that had the two chromosomes X and Y. So if I believe in prayers a whole lot. I am a Christian, so I believe in God, I believe in supernatural power, I believe in what I cannot do, God can do for me. Of course, the man doesn't have the power to do this by himself. So if only he prayed about it, I don't know whether he did or he did not do, but that's not my business. What I'm trying to say is that you don't have the power, yes, but there is a God that has the power to do that. So that's why you should pray about whatever you want. And if God gives you this, then fine. You don't have to start hitting your head, do one thing, making the woman cry, like woman that feeling you know that period, like throughout the I'm sure that he must have been giving her attitude since the scan results came out, and it was very painful. See, I'm talking out of passion right now, so I'm so sorry that I had to start this video like this, but it's just the way the woman was crying and it was very painful. I said I was going to talk about it on my YouTube channel. Men, try to do better. You are responsible for any child your wife gives birth to, for the gender, okay? So stop hitting, stop blaming the woman. You are responsible, so you should do better. If anybody should be pitied, it's not the woman, it should be you. All right, that aside, so let's come back to the topic that brought you here.